Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope everybody's doing fine. I really do. I got some things to show you. We're going to start off right at the beginning. And we're going to back up here a little bit. Hopefully it ain't disappeared yet. And maybe it had. There it is. Or I showed you this morning. I got something else to show you. And we're going to put a little line. Oh, man. You could have waited a little bit longer, man. I mean, really, you could have. Hey, right there, man. I got to do it now too because it's right on the edge of shutting off. I'm going to draw a line right next to that. I'm going to draw it right on up into here. Okay. As close to that line as we can get it. Now I got something else to show you at the end with that line still being there and that other one disappeared. Now here in a minute, there's going to be something else to show up. But there we go, right there. Look how close of a match that is. You see that? Now we're going to draw another line next to that one and see. Go and draw it right on back down here. And let's see. Hey, we got an X marks the spot. But that's just how far of an angle difference there is between the two shots. Okay? That's all I'm saying. They're so close to going to the same point. I do believe that this area right there is going to be landfall for an absolute fact. They said it was going to be way over here, but I think it's going to be over here. And that's, hey, I don't know for sure, but we got to watch this and pay attention to it just to see, just because of the modification that they are doing to the storm that you see myself, what I just showed you. It's there. No doubts, no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Okay. We can go back out here to this point and go back to the very beginning. Uh-oh. It's gone over here now. Damn. Yeah, it's gone. Damn. I had it earlier. Yeah, it's done. In other words, it's done moved 15 more minutes or 30 more minutes on forward since I did it last time, and it was about right in here to start with. Now it's done moved off the page on this particular map, but you did get to see it. Actually, we can watch it, so hold on a second. Let me get it set up. Okay, now this is it, me doing it earlier. Which you can't see me doing it, but you can see the line. Okay. And this is it right here. This is where I found it earlier. And Dutch went live and I stopped to record. I was recording and actually Dutch is talking in the background on this particular one and I didn't realize it. So I'm remaking it because I ain't what I was trying to do. But as you see, I got the line drawn out here. I wish I could speed that up, but I can't. It's awful slow. There, now you see me drawing. See the one at the top up here? Now I'm drawing the line out. I'm trying to stay the same evenly distanced apart up here, which is not perfect, but then I'm going to draw back a line from there right down the center line of that point right in there. And then I'll end up backing it up so you can see the line down here at the bottom. They pretty well match up, but that's such a long distance. See how it actually hits the point? But it's such a long distance between the two. They're kind of at an angle, as you saw me do at the beginning. They are at an angle. Although now, when I first done it, it looked like I had them matched completely up because I'm fixing to use an arrow with a pointer on the end of it, and I thought it was lining up dead perfect, but it really wasn't. I mean, I'm gonna show it to you here. We're gonna go through the video here itself as well, but we've done shown that that stuff was used for the lightning. I mean, for the burning of the fires in California. Now, what is it doing to this storm? Well, that's yet to be seen, but it is quite obvious that they're definitely trying to do something with it, and that's a fact. I'll bring this down a little bit more, and I'm going to take you off the end of the map here. It's showing something else, but I done started it live, and if I stop it, then I got to blot it together with a movie maker, and I just ain't ended up taking that long to making a video. But you see it right here. I don't know why it's taking so long. Seems like it's in slow mode right now. Oh, here we go with the errors. Thought I was doing errors there, but I wasn't. So I went ahead and did it like that. And then I got the errors out here. Point dead to it. Man, it's warm tonight. Now here we go with the errors. Pointing as close to it as I can get. Actually, we do a couple of things with errors here. It'd been a lot better if you could have heard me earlier without hearing all my background going on. You'll get to see the other line. There it is right there. The full line. And it's pointing right there. I'm doing it so you can see the edge of or right where I think that the storm is actually going to go in, instead of over here like they were talking about. But going in right there is in the same place that pretty much where the last storm, that other storm hit, not the last one, but the one before that hit this year. As you see, it's right there, right on the edge of Louisiana and Texas, just about the same place that it hit last time. See my point? Now, is that true or not? Hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. But what I'm seeing is modifications to send it to that point. That's what I'm saying. Or that's what it looks like it's doing. The only way to know that for a fact is to see it hit there. If it hits there, then we know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that they modified that storm to go in there. with heat signature. Let's see. They were talking about that one time that they could use lasers and stuff in the laboratory and change the weather model, do weather changes with it. And they even had to correct the doctor by telling him that potential, because he was going to say positively, and they had to make him change what he was saying. Y'all remember that, right? I mean, it's on mine and Dutch's channel somewhere. We both got that somewhere. But you see it. And what does that look like? None other than laser. I mean, it might be a pulsing laser, but still, it's a laser. How much power? I don't know. But you see, I drawed one of them out here. You see the line, and you saw where the other one was at the top. And you see how just a little bit off. See, just a little. I mean, just a little bit off. And then I had to go to the bigger picture, which I don't know if it's going. Yeah, I do go to the bigger one. So you could see both of them at the same time. And here we go. We're going to try to draw it out, do the same thing here and see what happens. But I think this one here actually shows us. Yeah, see there, you can actually tell that one's a little bit different angle right now if you got a good memory about what you watched. But I'm going to point it to the point, and then we're going to do another one. We're going to move the arrow. We're going to go to the top one now. Put another arrow on it. Right there. It's real sensitive tonight, too. And that's that one. We're going to draw the line. Another arrow pointing right at the point. Sorry, I don't know, somebody's telephone going off or something. Jesus Christ. Hold on a minute. I got to turn that crap off. Well, maybe it won't come back on as soon as I went to do it. It shut off on its own. But the kitty cat's running around in the house, and she might have triggered it herself. Oh, yeah. I wrote that in there, too. Boom. But what else can it be? There's going to be a lot of wind crushing and booming around and banging around. Sounds like a big boom. That's what a hurricane does. But you see, there's two lines on the storm itself making modifications. That's the way I see it. But you see what I'm showing you. Also, I want to let y'all know that there is some precipitation floating all up in here right now already. Not much. That's not much precipitation. But it is running up there. And it is creating a issue about seeing the hot spots up here, but they are there. The same amount as before, and we're going to get into that now. Okay. Now I want to point out to you right in here. See them? You can still see them right in there. They're still there, just as many as before. It's just they're getting covered up by clouds now. See, there's a whole bunch right there. You got to wait till an open passage. There's another one there. Most of the clouds is covering it up. All of them are getting covered up. The ones in Georgia are over here. See all the ones in Georgia? And there's a couple in South Carolina. Oh, yeah. I got something else to show y'all that bothers me a little bit because this one's weird. This one is right here. Let me draw a circle around this thing. Right here in this spot. And I want you to look at what I'm about to show you. This looks like back in the day when you saw people, they said that they could find whales. They'd take a stick and then make a V out of it. They had a pointer on the end and they would grab it and they would walk across your yard and they would find whale points, they said, and it would drop down, which is somewhat hocus pocus, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But that's not the point. What I'm fixing to show you is off the chart. Do you see that right there? Right there. Now, I'm not doing that. That's in here. You see it? It gets hot and then it cools off. See it? It's gone. See? It ain't there. See it? It's not there. I'm going to come across and then boom. See it? Boom. I'd really like to know what that is. Oh, yeah. And down here at the very bottom, do you see the Y and then almost a tic-tac-toe marker right there? That's chemtrails. See how they come across and then they fade and change? That's what they are. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention. But that right there, just when I saw that out, it kind of blew my mind. But you see it right there. I'm hoping you're seeing it a lot better than I am, but neither here nor there. It's there. And all the spots are still all over the country. You can take my word for it. Dutch has been showing you a whole bunch of stuff just minutes ago, and it's going to show again here live on YouTube. So it's there, and I don't want to make that long of a video because it don't do me no good. People don't want to spend that much time watching me. So you can see all the other hot spots down here in Georgia. There's other ones there too, folks. They're still here. All of them are still here. They haven't none moved. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention and show you the modification of the storm. Doesn't seem to be the first one got too many views because I guess it was too short, too independent. The other two videos this morning and the one I did last night, they hadn't done what I thought they would do, especially me talking about the Gulf oil spill that we had a few years ago in the previous video of last night. That I thought that video would have done a lot better than what it's done. But as usual, Block City come on and that's the way it goes. That's the way I tell y'all to abolish corporate greed. The greedy folks don't want you telling your people the truth about life or anything else. They've had me on the block list for years now, and I'm kind of really tired of it. But hey, what can I do about it? Can't do nothing about it unless I go hire me about 10 attorneys that I can't afford to hire and slap them around like silly pumps. You know what I mean? It's really you slap them around hard, but it takes money, money that I don't have, and money that I'm not going to waste because I would have to spend it. Wouldn't be into this. Oh, we'll help you out. We'll take the case and we'll win. When we win, we'll take part of that money. They don't do that. Not with this. They only do sure things. That's why we call them ambulance chasers. There's not an ambulance chaser for internet fraud and conspiracy and disconception and all that. You got to hire an attorney to do this, and it's quite expensive, anywhere from $250 to $450 an hour, depending on how good of an attorney you want. But that's life, and that's greed, yet again. But anyway, folks, much love to y'all. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And hold on a second. And this is my Twitch channel. So y'all can come over and watch the storm 24 hours a day. It's playing on YouTube. At the present time, it will go off shortly, probably in the morning for a while. It went off today for, I don't know, till about 2 o'clock today before I changed it over. So they finally stopped playing music about 2. And then I put it back up on YouTube and shut that off so they couldn't play anymore to keep me from getting any copyright strikes. It'll come back to them to Twitch shortly so they can play music again. And on DLive. I also have DLive here as well. This is the DLive channel. It's not lined up the same way, but it's still here. If y'all want to come over here and sub up, that'd be great too. As you see, there's 131 people following over here. Needs to be a lot more, but hey, I just started this not too long ago. I started using it not too long ago, been about a month and a half or something like that. And we also been on Twitch for quite a while, for a few years. We just never used it till recently. And now it's pretty much where I stay most of the time. So, or monitor most of the time. That and my YouTube, which y'all have done seen my YouTube many times, and we're not going to go there, but I just wanted to show you that it's here. We're working at night vision now, and as much of the sky that I can put in the screen, so if any helicopters or planes or what have you, UFOs, whatever might fly over, we'll catch it on camera, hopefully, and we'll see from there. So, much love to y'all, and from my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it. Abolish corporate greed. And I mean that. Because if we don't, we're doomed to being sheep and people running around and all of a sudden told to stop, put your head in the sand. You see all these people's butts sticking up in the air. You know, the same way Hitler did by going, "Hi, Hitler." Same thing, right? Or run into that great big hole in the ground and everybody just running straight off into the hole. It's up to you, folks. Lay down or stand up. Because if you can't speak freely, you sure as hell not free. Much love, guys. Have a good night, Nair.